Hello everyone, welcome back to the Sussex Daily News channel version 2. This video, we give you an exclusive interview from The Sun. Insiders say disaster for Prince Harry with bombshell finding freedom. Today, an exclusive royal source revealed on The Sun about the latest influence of the explosive book, Search for Freedom. When asked, how do you feel about the rumors? Buckingham Palace fear the new book will destroy any hope of Harry and Meghan repairing their relationship with the rest of the royal family. Can biographies break relationships between family members? The insider said, "This book is going to be a disaster for Harry in so many ways, and yes, of course, biographies can cause familial divisions." The royals have reportedly read the book already and are thoroughly nonplussed, while the UK media is raking Harry and Meghan over the red-hot coals of contempt while pointing out their hypocrisy. Whatever Meghan wished to do by playing victim, it will not garner sympathy for Harry, who seems to be along for the ride. This source continues, "I haven't read the book yet, but excerpts were published in Great Britain's newspapers this weekend. And already the palace and Cambridges are hitting back, so I wonder what Harry comprehends about the mess he finds himself in now." Of course, after the general public reads Meghan's book, all roads leading back to Harry's family are blocked. Remember, the insider added, this is Meghan's version of events until she said it wasn't, which she uttered after the author himself said Meghan did help write it, and now no one wants to take ownership of the book. And that was all before we discovered Scobie isn't above lying about his age. He was caught online lying about his age. Meghan and Harry now must see the error of this ill-advised, poorly timed book and are trying to scrunch away from funding freedom. According to the source, poor little Scobie is about to be ghosted, says, yes, brotherly love. Harry should have realized by the temperature in Westminster Abbey at the Commonwealth Day services that he had basically no relationship left between him and Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge. Zip, gone. As much as the Markles wanted freedom, they didn't like it at those services where they were not to join in on the fun Notice Me processional with the Queen. But William and Catherine were allowed. How dare they? And the temper tantrums of Harry and Meghan began erupting. Do you know Harry was getting a taste of ex-royal and certainly unsenior royal life at that service, and he didn't like it, did he? Did they? Well, what the hell did they think would happen? Do they not know how to read? As much as Meghan feasted on the words and deeds of Diana the Great, did she never learn of Edward and Wallis? Didn't Harry? And what did they expect? By the way, William and Catherine actually saved the day by acquiescing to walking in by themselves to make Harry and Meg feel better. And they didn't. Harry squelched on about William just saying hi. What is he supposed to say? Hey bro, why don't you stay and be king? Because clearly your little wife there is dying to be queen. And we want you to feel good about your life and thrive here. No, not. The couple decided to pull out of the Queen's processional to subdue Harry and Meghan's angers and tempers. The brothers will never ever get on well from this point forward, and if you are dying to know where I actually come up with my sources, please take a gander at Meghanpedia. I use Vanity Fair, CNN, BBC, Fox, ABC, New York Times, Page 6, Daily Mail, Town and Country, Scobie's Tweets, CBS, Murky Meg, Marie Claire, Vogue, and so many more sites. I wrote 3 months ago that should Harry want any relationship with his family, especially his brother William, then he had to leave Meghan before Frothing Freedom came out. Harry doesn't think well. He's still, presumably through reports of him in the UK have surfaced, in the USA next to Doria and Meghan and that other guy. Still here, thinking people will feel sorry for him. Well, they don't. I knew this was going to backfire on Harry most especially. Who does Meghan even have left to piss off? Doria? Marcus? And her lawyers? It was always Harry who stood to lose so much more once Meghan's. Look at the site I just mentioned, please, for a stomach-churning read that's so full of sugar. Don't go near it if you're a diabetic. Book is released. Harry will never have a close relationship with Prince William. The book is the cherry on top. Meghan made sure to pull an all-too-willing Harry away from the royals, and oh, the mighty have fallen. Prince William will remember this betrayal of trust, of family honor, of playing things out publicly, which could have been handled privately, and William will have to, out of necessity for his children's futures along with his and Catherine's, stay away from Harry. Catherine will not enjoy laughing with Harry any longer. His true nature has been revealed, and Harry is riddled with jealousy. The Cambridges know now, don't they? Harry could have sought them out ahead of the splitting of the Royal Foundation, or ahead of them leaving for Canada, not on a royal level, but as brother to brother. With Harry telling Prince William, "Dude, I'm out of here, and I love you, and I want you to know I will never say a bad word about you. Meghan might, but not me." At least that would have been something. This isn't going to end well for Harry. Meghan will be thrilled that her conquest of Harry was complete, and then she will ghost him as she's done to almost everyone else in her life. Poor Harry, literally poor. And his relationships with his family back home will be almost non-existent, very much so. Meanwhile, other sources say on The Sun, Prince Harry and Meghan have burned their bridges and will find no way back into royal life due to a hurtful, unnecessary, and destructive book about their exit from the firm. Palace insiders claim the couple's time as royals is done and dusted amid claims they collaborated on the book Finding Freedom. And they say the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been incredibly naive for suggesting they did not cooperate with authors Omid Scobie, a British journalist close to Meghan's inner circle, and Carolyn Durand, an American television journalist. One palace source said the bridges are well and truly burned. Harry and Meghan's time as part of the team is done and dusted. In fact, I'd be amazed if you could find anyone here who would want to work for the Sussexes if they wanted to return to the fold. Their whole attitude was always incredibly self-serving, and now it's been laid bare for all to see. In January, Harry and Meghan agreed their roles as royals would be reviewed after 12 months. But the source said, even when the time comes for the review as promised, there will be no welcome back party. Not that it appears they would want it. Even though it's 6 months since they detonated their own nuclear bomb by announcing they were walking away, the world is a very different place now. While the rest of the family have been busy putting their time into good causes and adapting their roles amid the coronavirus outbreak, Harry and Meghan have fast become a complete sideshow. The feeling is to let them get on with it because everyone will eventually see it for the noise it is. Insiders told of shock in the palace at the couple's lack of remorse for the breakdown in relationships with William and Kate, Prince Charles, the Queen, and Prince Philip. One source said, the genuine feeling was there would be far more modesty on show, perhaps a touch of contrition with the way things have turned out. But there's a complete lack of remorse for the way relationships were turned upside down. There's barely a hint of self-awareness. The overwhelming feeling is Harry and Meghan have been incredibly naive to think anyone will believe they had no input in the publication. When they were in the camp, they didn't take a crumb of advice. It was always their way or the inevitable explosion of emotion. There was no compromise, no discussion. They chose to walk away from all the protections they were afforded because of some misguided view everyone was out to challenge them, which couldn't have been further from the truth. However, a fan from Quora said, Meghan has disappointed me from the time she met Harry. She was living with a socially connected chef while she was actively looking for his replacement. Once she set her sights on Harry, she reportedly stalked him by showing up at an event that she was not invited to. She took it upon herself to raise her profile by advertising her association with Harry in Vanity Fair. She took one strategic step after another. I can only imagine the sexual performances she delivered in Africa on her third date. Good to have the expertise, I guess. Next, Meghan made getting Harry her new career. She charmed the Queen with her deepest deviant behavior. She lied, omitted the truth, and came across as the honorable humanitarian she would never be. She tried to sideline Catherine with her movie star persona. Nobody knew who the hell she was until she hooked up with Harry. She really wanted William, but as we know, he is spoken for. Wills would not have given Meghan the time of day anyway. Unlike his father and Harry, he does not like women who are well worn. In her engagement photo, Markle opted for a £70,000 see-through dress. Catherine, who would be queen, opted for something that rang in at less than $300. Meghan, being the narcissist she is, had to wear something that would have fed about 8 families for a year. The writing was on the wall. The wedding was a circus of epic proportions. Meghan is the definition of greed, vanity, selfishness, ignorance, hypocrisy, and narcissism. If this is what Harry thinks he deserves, pray for him. If they are alike, pray for Archie. While Meghan has succeeded in victimizing many people, her ultimate victim is an innocent child. That is my news today. How do you feel about it? Please let me know in the comment section below and we can discuss them together. Remember to like and share it for anyone you think would also love it. If you do not want to miss any new videos from our team, please click the subscribe button to get more news from the royal family. Now, good night, and see you tomorrow.
Harry is exploding the strength in him. He uses his hidden power to fight the idea that self-controlled freedom is the indispensable thing that a human being must have. The long-held grip of the selfish wife Meghan has prompted Harry to rediscover the old path that his late mother Diana taught him to be a useful person to society. I support Harry in doing this. Harry is consistent with what he has in the past, and the present does not. Use your mind and energy to work for the benefit of society. Do not cry, Meghan will crush you again. Sadly,